And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Titch TV. Welcome to Titch and Geezer's Results Roundup. I think it's the first live on this channel, and it's also obviously the first one of these that we've done live, Geezer. So I can't cut out all the mistakes and all of that. But obviously, no, we always get through the thing with one take and all of that. Whatever. So it won't really change anything that me and Geezer do. We just talk about the games and all of that. So it won't change anything. But yeah, Geezer, how are you? Especially as we can speak about West Ham's dire performance in Europe. And then obviously the whole point of this show is the Premier League, whatever. But yeah, how are you doing? And yeah, thoughts on West Ham in Europe. We'll get to the West Ham in the league later in the show.
Yeah, well, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was all right then. No, not so much. After watching that dross, absolute dross. It really was, a hard game to watch, man. I think we set up to fail. When I saw the team sheet, I went, well, it's not taking this too seriously. I know you need to rotate, but my God. And we were dire, and the players were dire. So it just tells you what squad depth we have. We got it? I'm not so sure, mate. The likes of Ben Rama and Fornells now just not performing at all. Just too many. Just rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And it's just to throw the kitchen sink at the end. And, you know, I don't want to hear anyone say it was a close game because it wasn't. We didn't deserve nothing out of that. Nothing at all. It's as simple as that. We deserved nothing. But you say a lot of that's got to be on Moyes' doorstep, hasn't it? But the players as well got to take some response. Surely, can have a bit more energy than that. And you saw in the first 10 minutes, the energy that they were showing was far superior than ours. We looked very lethargic. Not much effort there.
Big up Lawrence, as always, from Lexington, Kentucky. And he echoed our thoughts and says we were terrible. I messaged Lawrence before we went live with the link because, like I said, no one I don't think will get any notifications. And he said, "Where was how do you pronounce his name?
Mubama."
Now, I'm not one of these ones to call for, but I'm saying if you're going to go with that type of lineup, I think you're better off putting him in than Danny Ings.
Yeah,
with that lineup, I won't.
With that lineup, Ings was pointless. Absolutely pointless. So I presume he was on the bench. I didn't see any of the benches or anything. I presume Mbama was on the bench, but I mean, we done 10 changes. I mean, he still didn't get on. So it ain't happening for him. I'm not one to throw kids in there, Hail Marys, but
he was on the bench. He didn't come on.
He was. Yeah, as soon as I saw Ings line that, I went, wow, that's never going to work. And it didn't. I mean, it was crazy. Souček again, I mean, we've got no in it. You had no creativity in the midfield there. You got Ward-Prowse and Souček, and I say 4 hours was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. But Ben Rama.
Same here. I'm a big fan of 4 hours, but he's so far off the pace now. Just to continuously losing the ball. He don't seem to be able to create anything anymore. And there was just nothing there in the middle to create anything.
Terrible.
They just were more up for it. It's as simple as that. They were really up for it, and we weren't.
Lawrence, just in case you're not aware, Olympiacos obviously are a Greek side, but they are always in and around the Champions League competition, right? That stadium and those sort of stadiums are very intimidating to go to. So, yeah, like when I saw the lineup, I thought this is a massive mistake because you have to go to those games and respect the opposition. And I don't think Moyes done that in his selection, and we paid for it. Like, even going there with when I realized that we was playing them, obviously they're top of the league, undefeated. Like Kieran has said before the show, they've let in 2 goals, I believe. So this is a big team, of European pedigree. So even if we was going full strength, I still weren't going into this game thinking we're going to win this because it's Olympiacos away. When I saw that team, I thought we're going to lose this. And ultimately, we lost it. It was a poor decision, I think, by Moyes to go with that lineup. I can't hear you, Kieran. Shit. Can't hear you, geezer. Can't hear you, Kieran. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Now I can. No,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I won't say much, only that it was shit.
Lawrence says Ing should retire, no energy or passion. Mabama was on the bench. Titch, your boy Oggy got a goal. Yeah, definitely weren't an own goal, but initially they put it down as an own goal. I'm thinking that's going on target. Yeah, so it wasn't an own goal. They gave it to the right back. We had a bad lineup and we were flat. Yeah. Right, let's just quickly move on because we've got to go back to West Ham near the end of this show. And that was also not a great result.
That ain't getting any better.
Exactly. So, right, listen. So, obviously, this is the Premier League roundup. We do it as the fixtures are played. And the first was the early afternoon kickoff, and that was the Merseyside derby, and that was Liverpool 2. Oh, let me put it on the screen. That was... Here we go. Liverpool 2. Everton 0. Salah, obviously, 75th minute. Salah, 90 plus 7. How much of the game did you watch? And
yeah, I saw the highlights of it, mate. I see Young getting sent off, which is fair, 2 yellows. And that's all I remember. And I know the Everton boys were screaming that the Liverpool boy should have got sent off for his second yellow.
Konate.
Yeah, it was one of them. He did put his arm around him as he went past him, and then he hit the floor. You know, if you deem it a foul, you probably deem it a yellow card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and he didn't get it, which is maybe the Premier League are making up for the VAR mistake for Liverpool. Might be giving them a few. But yeah, Everton huffed and puffed. They weren't that bad actually. After with 10 men, they gave them a run for their money. They only scored that goal on a breakaway at the death to make it 2-0.
Yeah.
So it was better from Everton. They were fairly competitive in the game. And yes, Salah ends up with the 2 goals, and he gets a penalty and finishes the one off at the end. That's it. Yeah.
Did you watch the mini match, or did you watch? Yeah, I don't suppose you watched the whole game, did you?
No, I don't think I watched the whole game, so I wouldn't have a proper perspective.
This is a tough one to ask you this, but if it weren't for the red card, do you think Liverpool would have won the game? Because obviously the goals came after the red card. Like from what you saw.
Yeah, from what I saw, I thought they were competitive. Everton. I thought they were giving them a game. They were doing all right. I thought Tarkowski was doing well at the back as well. He was blocking everything. They were fighting. Everton. It's a typical Merseyside derby, isn't it? It doesn't matter where anyone is in the league. You know, when Everton down the bottom are struggling. But when it comes to that game, they seem to lift. And I thought Everton were in with a shout, but I would have given him a second yellow card too. But I think it was two yellows for him. I wouldn't mind. He was defending brilliantly before that. Actually, Young, and he was always. But yeah, it definitely made a difference. I say that, and they played well with 10 men, Everton. So, would the Liverpool red card would have helped? Yeah, of course it would. Would have helped Everton a bit.
Yeah.
But again, we go on about these decisions on these big clubs, keep getting them, and they got away with one.
Yeah. Before we move on, 2 things. One is, do you see Liverpool as title contenders or just top 4 certs?
No, I think they could be. I don't think they look, that fantastic, but I think they'll be up there. Yeah, I think. I don't know about title contenders. They're definitely in the top 4.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see more. I think you need to see more from Liverpool. I think it's a bit early to say challenging for a title.
And second question, sort of, is Ashley Young is 38 years old, still playing at the top level. He's playing as a fullback now rather than he started out as a winger.
Yeah.
What's your sort of opinion, if any, on Ashley Young? Like I said, the age for me is still doing it in the Premier League as well. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
No, I thought he made some great tackles in that game. He really did. But this is it. You're 1 second out on this now, and a foul like that in today's game, that's a yellow card.
Yeah.
Years ago, it probably wouldn't have been. There'd been a couple of warnings and, right, you're on your last chance here, stuff like that. Now, no, got to have it. It's straight to a yellow. And in today's game, there's another yellow. It's a shame because I think he is a good professional man, a great player for him.
Yeah.
And his age doing that, performing at that level.
Yeah.
So, he's a good boy.
Good boy. Right, Lawrence agrees with you. He says, agrees with Geezer. I see Liverpool between 3rd and 5th. Yeah. It's hard to see at the moment. Things could change if but so early. But you'd see Arsenal and Man City in front of them at the moment. Yeah.
But that could change. A few injuries for one team and not the other. Anything could happen.
Right, Lawrence, much respect for you. You're the only person watching this, which is not
There's only 3 of us, Lawrence. There's only 3 of us.
And I mean this sincerely, Lawrence, because you always say that you're the rookie and all that. You know West Ham now. You know West Ham, all the players and all of that. This show is, especially with what Kieran's got to say, is this will give you a better insight into the other teams. So when we're playing them in future, you might just be a little bit more clued up. And the reason why I say that is this, right? The next game was, Forest 2, Luton 2. Now, the reason why I just said what I said there was, Kieran had said maybe 2 weeks ago that of the 3 promoted teams, Luton was the team that he felt had the fight in them. The others might well play better football or look better on the eye, but these were the ones that he picked out as in they've got the fight that potentially, that you would need to stay up. And I say that to say this is that Luton went 2-0 down away to Forest, which is not an easy place to go to, and then managed to get that back to 2-2. So I think that sort of epitomized what you were saying from what you've seen about them thus far. And then, Kieran, how much of that game did you see? And
I watched, I think, the 25-minute slot of it, mate. And, Luton they're battling. They're not great. They're not a great team, and they're going to struggle. But they're battling. They're trying to get out of it. They're trying to get points. And to be 2-0 down at Forest, and and to come back at the end, with only 10 minutes to go, to get a point was a great effort. I think I laughed at the first goal, though. Aurier, did you see the ball that bounced in and he went down on his knees to head it and it bounced over his head?
No, what? So that was Luton's.
Oh, man, it was funny, man.
I saw the goals, but I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember.
No, if you watch it back, you see Aurier, I don't know what he was doing, man. It was embarrassing. And it bounced over his head and the boy got it and banged it in. That was the first goal. But the second goal by that Adebayo.
It was a great goal.
I'll tell you what, if Haaland scores that, they're going to be raving about that because the strength of fighting that Worrell off and chesting it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then banged it. That was a great finish, man. That really took a lot of strength and a lot of skill. And I don't think, it was applauded enough.
As it should be.
For it, But like I said, if it had been a top 6 team, they'd be raving about that goal. It was a really good finish, man.
It was.
And to do that, to get the point, in the 93rd minute or whatever it was.
Yep.
That was cool. Yeah.
Great
so,
goal.
Luton are battling. They're still, favourites to go down. But, I think the fans will appreciate their effort. They are putting effort in.
In case you didn't know, the guy that scored the first goal that you said Aurier made a mistake, Ogbin, he's Irish boy.
Was he?
Yeah. I don't know how you pronounce that. Ogbin.
It could be Ogbenny.
I watched a video and it was, I can't remember, like he's not his journey, but he's very much humble and just appreciating Luton and taking a chance and all of that on him. So, Chris Wood obviously still I'd say standing in for a 1 year because obviously he's still not fit. But
yeah, see, but this is Chris Wood for you, right? This is Forest for you too. They did create in that first half a lot of chances. Now Chris Wood could have had 4.
Yeah.
And he missed that one. He should have scored. You know what I mean? He should have had his hat trick, and he probably should have put the game beyond. You know, but he did get the 2, and they were 2-0 up, coasting with 10 minutes to go. You'd think he'd done his job, but it wasn't, was it? But he should have had more than 2. You know, chances he had.
Right, Lawrence says, so we need 3 amigos. I agree with that. Lawrence says Luton seems to have an offence with Morris, who's another person that you've spoken about. Kieran, he's got a good goal a couple of weeks back as well. You know, the striker for Luton. Yeah,
no, he's a battling good player, isn't he? Yeah, but he's not. He's just not top level. But the boy, but he's a good player. I mean, all these players are good. It's just levels, isn't it? You know, it's just levels being in the Premier League. And like I said, that they're going to find it tough to stay up, Luton. But like I said, if you're a Luton fan, you'd appreciate the effort they're putting in because they are battling, they are trying. Yeah, they're not just turning up.
Right, Lawrence says I learn every year and playing fantasy helps. So I don't do the fancy, but it definitely would help because you're getting
you get to know a lot more players than other teams when you're doing that, wouldn't you? Yeah.
So
sure.
When it's your time to do one from each team, Lawrence, you should be prepared now.
Yeah, you should have it wrapped up, mate.
Right, the next game, we go to St. James's Park, and that was Newcastle United 4, Palace 0. And then when I was doing the graphics, I noticed that it was 4 English goal scorers for Newcastle as well, which is, that's good, isn't it? Especially we spoke about how many people were playing for England or represent. Yeah. I wrote a little note next to that one, guys. Oh, you've got that, yeah?
Yeah. Matt Murphy is turned into Messi. What's he done?
Yeah.
What has he been lately, man? He's been playing out of his skin lately.
Yeah.
Really brilliant. Him and Trippier, linking up on that right, coming forward. Man, the first goal that Murphy scored, that little touch by Trippier, that was absolute.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
The crossover, and he just first timed it over the defender's head to Murphy, and he lobbed the keeper.
Yeah, I do remember now. I do.
It was a fantastic touch and a good finish by Murphy, and I think he got at least 1 or 2 assists at Murphy after that. Then he got 2 more assists. Well, he's playing out of his skin, and he was sort of an average player. I always thought with that boy, you brought him on off the bench now and again, and that's it.
Yeah,
but I think he's playing really well for Newcastle. It's like he's got the best out of him again. Do
you know?
The manager.
Yeah. Before we go further, he's got a twin brother Josh, and when they was coming through I think when Norwich won the Youth Cup final, they beat Chelsea convincingly. Him and his brother was tearing up that level of football. At under 18. So yeah, they were. People had high expectations for the two. I'm not sure where Josh is now, but him and his twin were tearing up. Where everybody knew about these boys at that and under 18 age group.
Right.
So
you can see the joy in his face lately. He's just fucking enjoying his football, man. Yeah. And he's getting really involved, and I think he's been great. I'm saying this is about the third time I've noticed him in a game. Going, wow, he's kind of good. Never thought much of him before, but you can see that he's a good player.
The good thing is obviously is, you would think it's him or Alma on that right hand side, but like you're saying, if he's on form, he's a very, very good player. So they've got actual strength in depth, which is needed.
Yeah, Trippier is another class too. He's playing well. That was a fantastic signing when they signed him up, man. Great signing. He's in my one for each team.
Yeah, you got
he was my pick. He's still going well. That was a good pick.
We'll definitely do that again.
Palace, fucking hell, man. I'll tell you what, again, I think they're another team like Everton should be glad that there's so many bad teams down there because they're looking horrendous at the moment. They just don't look like they've got anything up front. And they're not defending that well either. I know it's Newcastle, but there's been other games as well with Palace. They're poor. They just don't seem to. Since losing so hard, And they've got the strike players there. They've got the forwards.
Yeah,
they have, but they're not doing it. They're just not.
I'm just checking something here. Right, so Luton, I'm sorry, Newcastle. Let me just count this here. Starting lineup, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 English players starting for them.
Did they? You know, like, do you remember I done that thing? A lot of teams only had 1 or none or 2 or 3. Yeah, that's quite a big contingent, isn't it, of English players in the team now? I think the average we worked out before was about 4.
Yeah.
That's the average. So 7's quite high.
And bear in mind, Harvey Barnes is injured, who probably would have been on the bench. Joe Willock is injured, who, you know, he was fantastic for them in the last 2 seasons, I believe. They had Matt Target on the bench, Lewis Hull, who they signed from Chelsea, and that Livramento was also on the bench. So they've got a lot of strong English contingent at Newcastle. Yeah,
I noticed Willock came on in the European game for them, so he must be on his way.
Oh, did he? Okay, right, yeah. For this game, he just said injured, muscle injury. Okay, so he's back. But yeah, Newcastle obviously didn't get off to the greatest of starts. Now they seem to be back on track and a convincing win. So yeah, even the likes of Isak and that, you know, they can leave out Isak and start Callum Wilson, who is proven in the Premier League he's going to score you goals. So Longstaff coming good. Sean Longstaff, isn't it? Yeah,
he is. He's joining in now and again with a goal. So I still don't think he's good enough for that team, but he is doing. But he has a good start to the season, really. To be fair, just don't think he's that great.
Right, let me just see. Lawrence says all we need for amigos. He's laughing. Oh, fantasy. One sec, get rid of that. Right, so we will move on to the next game, which was Man City 2, Brighton 1. How much of the game did you watch? What's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it worked. I thought this might be a better game than it was, but yeah, I think Man City done enough. That was it, you know, when they got 2-0 up. Fatty scored a good goal at the end.
Yeah.
That Doku was ripping them up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He played well. And Haaland done his usual, just didn't do that much in the game, but he smashed one, caught the ball, and then smashed it goal.
Yeah.
That's what he does, isn't it? And then didn't do that much. He weren't, from what I see, the highlights, he weren't that much involved in it. I might watch more than that, but yeah, it weren't an exciting game as I thought it was going to be. But
nah,
yeah. So yeah. But they got it done, didn't they? Man City.
Yeah, just on right. Alvarez and Haaland scored, obviously, yeah. But
yeah,
if you watch them throughout the game, obviously Alvarez is more involved in the game, yeah. Now, I know you never played as a striker, yeah, but if you let's say you could, you know, you could go back 30 years and someone said, like, you're a striker and you've got to choose, you're going to be, you know, whatever level you're playing at, but you're either going to be Alvarez or Haaland. Knowing that Haaland's not really in the game a lot, which type of striker would you rather be, basically, Alvarez or Haaland? If you put yourself
I'd rather be Alvarez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I mean, look, he's a massive, great target man, Haaland. That's what he is. But for him to perform, he needs service. He has to be constantly getting service. Alvarez creates as well as scores and assists, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of player I'd rather be, you know, coming a little bit deeper, picking up the ball, using it, creating shit as well as scoring and getting on the end of crap. I think with Haaland, his mainstay is, you know, just feed me the ball and I'll do a job. Yeah. And but his hold up play is good, Haaland, and he can get assists as well by just holding it and laying it, which he does. But if I wanted to be a player, I'd rather be Alvarez.
Which is and the reason why I asked that is, 1 second. What do you think Haaland fully is satisfied with how he is as a footballer? Do you think he doesn't mind? He's just scoring goals, or do you think there's something inside him that wants to be more involved in the game? I mean, you can't get in his head, but you don't.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I mean, he's one of them. I just want to score goals. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay.
He's one tracked. He's one tracked about scoring goals. And he can score 4, and someone doesn't give him a ball to get the 5th, he'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
You know, that's how he'll be. He'll be screaming, "Why didn't you give me that ball?" Because that's all he cares about, you know, scoring goals. And if you're a manager of a team, I'm happy to have a player like that. I just got to make sure that the way I'm playing is to make sure he gets the ball, you know, or he gets service, you know, and he will score a goal. I don't think he's had a particularly good season, but he's probably still the top goal scorer in the league. I don't know who he is. I'm guessing he's up there with 6, 7 or whatever, 8. I don't know. He's still up there.
He's the top. He's definitely the top. I'll tell you where. He scored 9, and Salah and Son have got 7, and then Jarrod Bowen's got 6. But
he's got 9.
9, yeah.
He's had a bad start.
Yeah, crazy. Isn't it? When I read this message from Lawrence when it was smaller, I thought he said, "I just sent you a picture of me smoking some weed and sausages." But obviously, that's what I thought.
I don't know how that fits, Lawrence, the weed and smoking, mate. Yeah. More the wings and the sausages.
Yeah. I've seen it, Lawrence. So I know he can't stay for the whole show. Unfortunately, I need a hat trick from Haaland this week. Right, who are they playing this week? Fixtures. They're away to Man United.
Is that the next game?
That's their next game, yeah.
Well, that's an interesting matchup.
Yep. Right. You're laughing. Right, let me just move on to the next game, which was Brentford 3, struggling Burnley 0. Wissa. Now, I heard a female commentator pronounce his name Burmo instead of Mbuemo, but then somebody else called him Mbuemo, so I don't know, but I'm going to keep calling him
Mbuemo. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Mbuemo, but no, I think it's Mbuemo.
No, but she just said Burmo. It was like a silent M. She called him Burmo. I was like, I don't know. I'm going to call him Mbueno. It sounds, anyway. And Godos scored a wonderful shot. I remember that.
He's got a screamer, that Godos. Oh, God.
God, yeah. Yeah, what was your take on that game? Was it as expected? Did you think it would be tighter than that? Or any notes?
Yeah, Mbuemo, mate. I tell you, Mbuemo, big boy. He's fucking looking better and better all the time. Scored a really good goal, and he got a great assist as well. Cracking ball right across the face of the goal to get the ball in the back post. Great pass.
Yeah,
absolute great pass. Yeah, for the Wissa goal. Brilliant. And then can't remember his goal, but I know it was good. Oh, he beat it a top corner, didn't he? He cut in and banged it top corner. Yeah, good goal, mate. And every week now, Kieran James has been raving on about him. He's he's a perfect replacement for Moyes. You know, if he wanted Antonio, this is the boy. But he is. I think he's a good player, strong, really strong. Yeah. And again, Brentford done what they did. Godos scored a screamer right to death. But Burnley just looked out of depth. They're just out of their depth, mate. And again, I'll say, there's the difference between the Championship and the Premier League. They're ripping up in the Championship. I think they're getting a bit embarrassed here. And, if you keep going like that, it doesn't matter how good company is as a manager. If he doesn't change and start looking to get results, what do? You've got to get rid of him. Even though if he had the right players, he might be brilliant.
Yeah.
I just can't see Burnley picking up anything the way they're playing. They're just too open. Too open. That's Brentford now. That's another 3 goals they conceded, Burnley. Yeah, wow.
I'm trying to check something. So Burnley have now conceded 23 goals. And it's only Sheffield United have let in more, and they've let in 24. So they've got the second worst defense. They've only scored 7 goals. When you go back to last season. I mean, I know that they made a lot of signings, but those players from last year, where everything was easy and you're winning games, and this must be so disheartening because it's months later, and now all of a sudden you're the whipping boys.
They were used to winning every week, expected to win. Confident they're going to win.
Yeah. Confident
they're going to score goals and rip the team apart and play good football and have great headlines in the papers the next morning. Now they're not. Now they're getting, oh my God, you are favourites to go down. you're conceding, not scoring. You know, it's very disheartening for them players. But there you go again. There's the levels that we're talking about here.
Lawrence, I appreciate that. So Lawrence will be back in 15 minutes. We'll still be here in 15 minutes, Lawrence. We still have to get to West Ham. Oh, he's gone anyway.
We'll pause it, Lawrence.
So Brentford currently. Oh, sorry. Where are they? They've got. Hurry up. 1 minute. Right. Brentford have got 10 points, 9 games. Yeah, I think I've asked you this already, but Brentford, what do you think? They're just going to be sort of just floating around? Yeah.
Floating around. Yeah, 13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah. Around that. But safe from the danger. I don't think they'll be part of that. Because they can score goals. Wissa and then Bomo can score goals. And that's what Burnley are lacking. So, I don't think they'll have a problem, Brentford. And it's always teams always sort of struggle there anyway. They seem to do well most of the time at home.
Yeah.
And that helps.
Well, there was an article the other day that said Brentford have set a ridiculously low price for Ivan Toney, especially as he's got so many potential suitors. So do you think he's played his last game for Brentford? And I don't know what they were saying in regards to a low fee, but I don't know if that fee that they've set is, I don't know whether it's 50 mil or 40 mil. I don't know, but it's apparently it's low. So are you surprised that they wouldn't hold out for top dollar for it?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know what I mean? Once he's banned, he's done. It's done. And that hasn't changed what player he was before the ban, has it?
Yeah.
You know? I'm sure he's learned his lesson. He won't be doing it anymore. So, do you rate him? I rate him highly.
Yeah.
I mean, highly. If you're some of the monies that have gone around for some players, I'd put him up there. Yeah, I would have thought he'd be worth 80 million in today's ridiculous market that he is. I would have thought he'd be worth that. I would definitely, if I was a manager in the top 10, I'd be looking at him. And that's why I think he could be ideal for Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think he could be the striker they need. If they can get him for 40 million, Jesus, that's a bargain.
Yeah, especially as they've sold Kane for 100 mil and haven't really spent that money yet either. So that would be a bargain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I think going back to the one from each team, I think we'll definitely wait for the January transfer so everybody knows who's gone where. Yeah, because obviously Ivan Toney, I don't think will be at Brentford then. So, yeah. We'll see if he makes anyone's.
We'll see if he makes that move. Whether Brentford want the money, because they have got firepower there with Wissa and Bemo, so they can score goals. So maybe they need to cash in when they can. Well, depends what. If there's a few teams out for him, then there might be offers more than what he's valued at. I don't
know. All right. What was the next game? Okay, this is an interesting one. So the next game was. One sec. Right, Bournemouth 1, Wolves 2. And obviously, Bournemouth took the lead at home. Gary O'Neill going back to Bournemouth, probably with a point to prove in his mind at least. And he proved that point, yeah. So, Bournemouth are still without a victory as well. 3 points, obviously 3 draws.
Yeah. Yeah, Solanke scored a good goal, actually. With nice flick.
Yeah.
Goal. Yeah, really good finish. But again, Neto is the boy pulling Wolves out of the shit every time. I think he's been superb on the right for them. Yeah. Really good. I can see someone sniffing in come January. But he's making a difference for Wolves at the moment because they're not that great. But they got the goal. But I mean, really, that game was heading for 1-1. And that idiot keeper,
what happened?
Pretty short for Bournemouth. He passed it out straight to.
Hwang. Was it Hwang? It was Hwang. I think.
Yeah.
Because they were booing him because he got hit, he went down, so they're booing him, and I think he passed to Hwang. I'm thinking the one that they're booing. I'm sure he ended up setting up Kalazadic, or what his name is.
Kalasic, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a keeper. Honestly, the game at 1-1, at right at the end, pass that out like that was terrible. Just get rid of it, man. And he basically gave the victory to the Wolves. It's terrible goal kick.
We spoke on the Sable Team Stuart's channel, and we said managers that are potentially at risk, and I said for me, Ten Hag was standing out. But now thinking about it now, do you think this Bournemouth manager, I don't even know his name, do you think he's
where are they now, Titch? Where are they in the league?
I think second bottom. Let me just double check. They are second from bottom. 3 points, no wins. Scored 6, let in 20.
Yeah, well, definitely. He's definitely got to be worried because, look, if you can't survive in front of Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United, you've got a problem. You know what I mean? Because they do look so, red hot favourites to go. So, I'm be amazed. Be amazed if they stick with him, unless he starts turning it around really quick. Because, I mean, it's not that hard, really. The teams are there to stay in front of.
Yeah,
it's not as if everyone's, it's a big battle down there. God, you've got to be better than them three. And Bournemouth had, been doing all right. I say, Gary O'Neill last year, he got them playing enough to keep them away from all that. And he had a harder task last season, I think, with the team.
You had to get them out of the shit.
Yeah, to keep them away from that, because it weren't that simple. With the likes of Leeds and whatever. So, and Leicester. But, he done well to keep them away from it. This boy has brought them right back into it, where them teams, I think, are easier to keep above.
Yeah.
So, he's got to change things around pretty soon, or he'll be gone.
The fact that he ain't got no Premier League experience and he's doing this bad is, I'm just thinking now, he's probably the obvious.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill would have loved that win, wouldn't he?
Yeah. You know what? So I think it was match of the day. I think there was like, Gary, basically asking him, did he have more motivation going back there? And he kept it strictly professional. No, just another game. Yeah,
just another game. Just another game. Yeah, bollocks. Here we go. Back in that dressing room, going, you beauty.
Yeah, exactly. Because, there you go. Right. This game here, the next game, I did actually predict a 2-2. That was Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. Chelsea played well, Arsenal not so well, but they managed to get it. Declan Rice scored a very nice goal. Mudryk even scored. Where do we start with this game? And how much of this game did you watch all of this game? Or
I did actually. I got up to watch this game. I think I did watch most of it. I think I did. Yeah, it was. Chelsea were coasting. I thought Chelsea had it in the bag, even though the penalty, fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the boy, he's jumped ahead of the other guy, headed it, and it hit his arm where he's trying to challenge.
Yeah.
How is that a penalty? To go to the screen and look at it as well and give that as a penalty, what are you doing? It's never a penalty in a million years.
Nah.
Never a penalty.
What are you meant to do? Jump with his hands down by his side?
I don't know what you're meant to do. How do you challenge? Like I say, it's not a big challenge and then went back.
Yeah.
He tried to head it with the guy, got in front of him, he headed it. Wasn't even a yard away. I mean, bang, straight his arm. What are you meant to do? I don't understand it anymore. But the young lad, Palmer, he slotted it well. But Chelsea were good for the lead, though. They were good for the lead.
They were.
And I thought they were a better team than Arsenal on the day. And, and then Mudryk, now, only one person knows, right, with this goal, whether he meant it or not. If he meant it, it was quality. It was fantastic. You'd have to ask him. To me, I don't know, mate. It didn't look like it. It looked like he was looking over to cross.
Yeah.
But he was a bit off his line, though. That keeper should have been a bit deeper on his. He was near out in the 6-yard box. He should have been a bit deeper. But so we got very lucky, or he's absolutely brilliant. But 2-0, yeah. And they threw it away, Chelsea. Threw it away again. Another goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Another goalkeeper mistake. To pass it out straight to whoever it was. Did it straight to Rice? Or someone gave it? Oh, it's crazy.
Did it go straight to Rice?
I can't remember whether it went straight to him or not. But what a ridiculous ball that goalkeeper done. You're 2-0 up. 70, so you don't take them chances.
Yeah, I think it went straight to him because on here there's no assist. Yeah, I think it did go straight
and
to
he
him.
banged it well. I'm not giving him too much credit, Rice, because it's an open goal. But he did bang it right in the corner. It was perfect. Perfect shot.
And,
but,
you know, had to do it first time as well, I believe. Otherwise, you probably
banged it really well. And we remember all the old training videos we used to see at West Ham, and you could see he hit top corners quite a lot in training.
Yeah,
he hit a lot of goals like that. He can hit a ball.
Yeah,
in training. He's done a couple at West Ham, but he just took it well. But he had no goal to aim for. But he banged it really well. But I say Chelsea threw it away. They gave him that chance and gave him a goal. And then they carried on right to the was it 84?
Yeah, it's on there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, 84.
Yeah, great ball over from Saka to Trossard. Great ball.
Yeah,
kicked him out. And they got a point out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They really did. Yeah, Chelsea should be kicking themselves over that. But what it does show that they are improving, Chelsea. I was saying it for weeks. Look, they've got to get better. They weren't. I was starting to doubt myself whether they would. But I think it showed you in that game they were better than Arsenal on the day. Now, if everyone's believes that Arsenal are going to be title contenders, well, Chelsea showed that they can match them, and they did, and they did match them. And should have won, but they didn't. It just shows you. All right, you're back. You're off again. All right, mate.
Do you?
Give me a second, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, sir. Of course, you can't edit this. I've got to make a couple of scenes. You can't edit it. I'll just keep disappearing. You've got to stand there.
No, that's fine. Right. So basically, you said obviously you can see Chelsea improving. Does this result also show that Arsenal improving? The fact that they did ultimately get a point out of this game.
Yeah, you could look at it that way. Even though I believe Chelsea handed it to them, I don't think they took it. They handed them that lifeline of that goal. And I'm sure, what's his name, Pochettino would be screaming, how the keeper would do that. To me, you just boot it. You're 2-0 up. You don't take them sort of chances. Just get rid of it. And but I say, good teams find a way to get something out of the game, don't they? And Arsenal did. So you've got to give them credit. They got there in the end.
Right. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, but this was my opinion. When the decision was made, I want to know your opinion. Did it make sense? One, I'm trying to, how do I word this? Even before David Raya has started playing and looking vulnerable, did it make sense to take out Ramsdale when they did and bring him in?
No.
Nah.
No. Because this is the reason they brought him in, because he's a ball-playing goalkeeper. Yeah, but what I've seen, he's given that away a few times this season. A lot of times, yeah. You know what I mean? And put him under pressure. And say, I don't know if it does. They're all good keepers, aren't they? But would I have done it? I thought Ramsdale was doing really well for him.
Exactly. I'm just trying to. Yeah, that's my whole point. I'm going to try and go back to see. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Right. So let me just. I mean, this might not give a clear picture, but right. So with Ramsdale in goal, they drew 1-1 in the Community Shield with Man City. They beat Forest 2-1. They beat Palace 1-0. They drew with Arsenal 2-2. They beat Man United 3-1. Beat Everton 1-0. So that's 2 clean sheets. Then Raya came in. They beat PSV 4-0. They drew 2-2 with Tottenham. They beat Brentford in the Carabao Cup 1-0. They beat Bournemouth 4-0 in the league. They lost to Lens 2-1. Beat Man City 1-0 in the league. Drew 2-2 with Chelsea. And then beat Sevilla 2-1. So, in regards to clean sheets, 1, 2, 3. Or is it 4? It's 4.
More games, though.
It's played more games, yeah. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't look that apparent that there's a big difference in regards to what counts, which is keeping the ball out of the back of the net.
No, I suppose it's all about what does he give them with, playing. If they're playing a high line, Arsenal, what does he give them behind that if the ball goes long? Can he get out there quick? Can he use the ball with his feet? Maybe that's just down to that. When it comes to saving shots, maybe they're both on par or.
Yeah.
So it's all about Arteta, isn't it? What he thinks he needs. But I say even that Mudryk goal, he is off his line.
Yeah.
He seems to be, and I say he has given the ball away a lot. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's not like when Liverpool brought in, what's his name, Alisson, yeah. I mean, he was a massive difference to him. A massive difference straight away. You knew it. I mean, what a buy. Yeah. But you don't see that with this guy. You just see, not much better. Is he any different? Any better? I don't know. I don't see it.
He looks nervous. He looks.
Yeah. He does look nervous. Yeah. He does look nervous a lot. Yeah.
Now, Man United bought in a keeper for that reason. Now, the only goalie that, that for me, because obviously I'm not following all around Europe and getting that deep into their goalkeeping selections, but the only one that came in who I'd never heard of and actually was Ederson. He came in to replace Claudio Bravo, who replaced Joe Hart. But you could see exactly why they wanted this ball playing goalkeeper. Yeah. You understand? It made complete sense. Yeah,
because of the way they play, you needed that with Man City.
And when he gets the ball, he is actually a ball playing goalkeeper. Yeah, that's apparent. This guy will get assists and he knows how to use the ball. And then obviously the players around him know how to move to give him the right angles and stuff like that. So that's the one goalkeeping where you think, this makes complete sense.
Yeah.
These ones here, Raya, because we're speaking about Arsenal, I haven't seen any evidence that it's making them a better team.
But it's interesting that Arteta, basically, he was a Pep's fucking apprentice. He's going the same way. You know what I mean? He thinks, that's what I need.
Yeah.
And at the moment, that might work for him in the end, but at the moment, you're not seeing it. So we'll see.
And Raya's definitely not Ederson.
No.
He's not.
No.
Even when he's, he is going long, but those pingers, they're not nothing that any other goalie wouldn't be able to do. He's not Ederson, so.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. I mean, like I say, Ederson can get an assist from the 18-yard box. He can ping a ball fucking 60 metres on a sixpence sometimes. Yeah. You see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see that when you see Man City and all the football they do play, but now and again they'll bang a long ball like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's boys running onto it. So it's just another tool in the box, isn't it?
Yeah. So before we move on, let me just ask you: did you see Gabriel Jesus' sublime bit of skill in the Champions League to set up somebody for their second goal? Yeah, he kind of turned on the sixpence in the middle, left 2 Sevilla players, and then he put the ball through for Martinelli to run through and score. Did you see that goal or not?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Great bit of skill. Yeah, he done a Cruyff turn, but left 2 of the players in his wake, and great bit of skill.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the highlights at some stage.
Yeah. Right. So let's move on. I'm just dreading Where are we at? Okay, now, right. So the next game was, let me switch this. Sheffield United 1, Manchester United 2, and that boy McTominay is back on the score sheet once again. Dallo scored, which I think the goalie should have bloody saved that. But yeah, did you watch? How much of this game did you watch?
Yeah, I did watch the highlights of it, guys. Oh yeah, I'll see McTominay scoring again. Yeah, and then that handball for McBurney's. I wrote there, definite. The handball he got. There's McTominay as well. He just scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now that to me is a penalty, right? Because you could see him just lean. I've done it myself.
Yeah.
When you're trying to block a ball and you're not trying to handball it, but it's instinctive just to try and make yourself bigger. Trying to make yourself bigger and it hits your arm. It is a handball. You moved your arm to it. You're not necessarily trying to block it. I'm just trying to make yourself bigger. And
yeah.
As soon as they hit it, your arm instinctively goes out a bit to stop it. And yeah, that's a fair penalty. Yeah. Now with all the ridiculous handballs we're getting, but that was a fair penalty. So McTominay, he scored one up the other end again, and then he gives away a penalty a few minutes later, didn't he? But there you go, yeah. But yeah, the Darlow, I think it was. I think I was watching the highlights with Kieran, and we said, "Oh, keeper, you got to save it. You got to save it.
You have to save that."
Poor.
So yeah, Man United picking up points. Not convincing, though, are they?
No. They're just not convincing, man. You know, they're doing what they did last year. They didn't look that good last year, and end up fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they seem to be.
Third. No, they came third. Newcastle
came third.
Yeah.
And they look just as average this year, but they are gradually nicking points and getting up the league, aren't they? Yeah. But I say you're relying on McTominay and Darlow to score.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Rashford is either brilliant or bang average.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the new boy they bought, the new Hoyland, is it?
Hoyland, yeah.
He looks dangerous. He looks good, but he ain't banging them in every week either. No, just something about Man United just look, not that great, but.
Do you think it's ironic that obviously he cast aside McTominay, he cast aside Maguire? Obviously McTominay got the 2 the other day. He's got 1 here. Harry Maguire pops up with the winner in Europe for them to win 1-0, and now he's saying, "Oh, Harry Maguire he's starting to, he's starting to hit the diet." Yeah, like I'm thinking. I don't think Harry Maguire is doing anything different to what you understand what I'm saying. It's like these two are now.
I did see him in that Europe game. I mean, I ping a ball from about 60 meters. Right, brilliant ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do that, and he scored a goal. But that's his first goal in 16 years, isn't it? So he can't rave on about his goal scoring ability. No. But he got the goal for him. That was an important goal, really important goal for him. So he added to it. He is. I think, like I say, the abuse that he got, I don't agree with it. I think he's a hard-working pro, he's not the best centre half in the world. That's all it is.
And he's not the worst either.
He's not the bloody worst, that's for sure. We've got a couple of them at the moment, but no, there you go. He's they're battling, mate. McTominay as well. You stick the goals he scored for Scotland on there as well, man. Exactly. He does score some goals.
Also, in Europe, I know this is the Premier League show, but in Europe, I haven't seen it, but right at the end of that game, Onana also saved the penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I missed that. I gave up on the game. I was watching it, and then I had to go and do something, and I thought it was the last minute anyway. Win. I didn't realise that he'd saved the penalty at the end, so maybe a bit of redemption. For him.
Exactly. Right, I've been sort of just stalling on this, but the penultimate game was Aston Villa 4, West Ham United 1. Douglas Luiz set a record, I believe, for Villa, scoring in 6 home Premier League games in a row or something like that. And
All right.
yeah, like so he scored. I think it's 6 Premier League games in a row. Obviously, he ended up with 2 goals. Ollie Watkins got 1. Leon Bailey scored. Jared Bowen got his 6th of the season, which puts him as the highest scoring Englishman in the Premier League. That was the only positive, I think, from that game. But yeah, 4-1. Yeah, let's get into it.
No, we were crap from beginning to end. That was that.
Yeah.
Everyone you wanted to step up, didn't do it. I mean, Antonio was shite.
Yeah.
Ward-Prowse was shite. Alvarez was shite. Paqueta was shite. Bowen, all right. He done all right. He battled well, done okay. Emerson, sort of okay. Again, was shit.
Yeah.
I thought his first 2 fouls was getting ripped apart. Yeah, all over the park, everyone was below par, and that's what you got. It's as simple as that. No one. You can't point a finger at any one person. Souček was shit. They're all poor, and they deserved it. 4-1, yeah, absolutely. They deserved more probably. Watkins missed a sitter as well.
Yeah.
Ariola pulled off a great save, top corner.
We was, all due respect, but we was lucky with Bowen's goal because of the deflection as well.
Absolute fluke. There cannot be a better deflection ever than that one. As soon as it hit that guy's knee, you could see the bend on it. He ain't getting it. That's a goal. You knew it. As soon as it hit his knee, the spin and the curve on it. What a bit of flick of luck that was, But for that 10 minutes after that goal, we went at him a bit. And then you could see Villa flapping a bit. All of a sudden, they were giving the ball away, and they were panicking a little bit. And it just shows you sitting deep isn't always the answer. Going at them, we might, if we'd done it earlier, maybe we'd have got something. Yeah. But I don't think going at them when you've got so many players off form that are playing badly on the day, I'm not sure it would have made a difference.
Yeah.
And even Kudos, everyone screaming at Kudos. He came on, gave the ball away. 2 passes later, they scored.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm not going to knock him for that.
Yeah.
It was just a bad bit of ball control. They took advantage. I say 2 passes, Watkins bangs it in. So, he weren't the answer, was he? So, but it was just one of them. But everyone was poor, man. It was hard to watch. It really was hard to watch.
I don't know your opinion, but obviously it was really hard. But once the game had finished, I thought, it happened. How can I come on here and say when they beat Brighton 6-1 and say, Brighton, it happens in football. And for me, I just thought, you know what, it's gonna happen. I did. After there's been games, years and over the seasons where I'm like, the whole week you're thinking about that shit. And here I was like, you know what, it is what it is. It's happened. They're a really good team. We were shit. Yeah, I'm not dwelling on that. I don't know about you. Are you? Because you watch more of these West Ham channels. Is there people like up in arms?
Apparently, what I heard, everyone, wants to kill Antonio. It's all his shit. He's Jesus Christ, man. But them people who love Paquetá, which I do, won't point him out because he continuously lost the ball in that game. He made that mental pass that Alvarez gave the penalty away. Even though his challenge was ridiculous. He gave it away. But he should never have been put in that position.
Exactly.
That was madness from Paquetá. He had a really bad day. And I'll tell you what, watching that game this morning, he weren't much better. He kept losing the ball there as well.
He came on, didn't he? He didn't even start. He came on, but so...
Martin kept giving the ball away. I counted 4 times he gave the ball away in about 10 minutes. And I went, fuck's sake. So, as much as I love him, because then he bangs in an absolute cracker for a goal. This is what you get with him. But against Villa, you only got that bad side of him because he just continuously lost that ball. And it weren't helping. Like Souček was anonymous in the game. Ward-Prowse weren't much better. But the other side of it is, though, Villa are a bloody good side, mate. They're a top 6 team to me. They're a top 6 side. They look it. That Louise, it looks fabulous in there. Bailey and Watkins up front is good. Mate, they're a good side. A really good side. So, no harm being. I'm more disappointed with all the performances rather than the result. They were poor. And that's it. If you're poor against a team as good as that, you're going to get done. And we were. So if we had competed, really well, I think it would have been a good game, a tough game, a tight game. But we weren't. We just gave them too many opportunities all through the game.
Do you know the build up to the game? They was like saying, West Ham last 10 games, all of that, and they haven't beaten us since 2015. I'm thinking, today's the day that changes. You understand?
That changes. I thought if we performed at our best, it'd be a close game. It'd be a good game.
Yeah.
I thought, I thought it might have been about a 2-2 draw or something if we performed, but we didn't perform at all. We really didn't. And it was disheartening. But like I say, you can't point the finger at one player. You've got to point it about 7 or 8.
Yeah, it was just a terrible team performance. But so just remember, we had 3 people on a tightrope, which was Alvarez, I believe, Paqueta, and Emerson. Emerson obviously got a booking, so he misses the home game next, which will be this weekend against Everton. Is he going to be a miss?
Yeah. I think he will, because he's been doing well for us,
Yeah.
Without being outstanding, but he's been doing well. And then you've got the conundrum, all right, who do you put in at left back? Do we go back to Cresswell, who hasn't played for months? Do we put Johnson in there, who I don't think is good enough?
Do you put Aguerd there and bring someone else in at centre back?
I'm starting to really wonder about Aguerd.
Yeah. He's a liability, man. He scares me, man.
Yeah, he's given away too many. I mean, that Bailey just rinsed him, didn't he, in that last goal? He just made him look like he's standing still.
Yeah.
I'm starting to worry about him. I don't know. You could play Kera there. I mean, that's desperation. So, I don't know who you put in there for Everton. Whether Cresswell's fit enough and up to it. I'd say if he's fit, and I reckon Cresswell will probably get.
He's not match fit though. He ain't played, has he? Really? He's
not match fit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But then again, when you've got a guy who doesn't really rotate much, he's playing the same team. None of them are match fit. They're on that bench.
Yeah, that's true.
None of them.
It probably that's how we get Kudus in the team. We put him at left back probably.
Anyway,
right, we'll move on to the last game, which was your boy Big Ange Spurs 2, Fulham 0, and it was those the gems of that team, which is Son and Maddison, both on the score sheet.
Yeah, there was. I did watch that game because I want to see Big Ange do it.
I watched that as well.
It was really bizarre, the 2 goals. Really bizarre. I mean, if you watch them 2 goals, exactly the same mistake was made both times by that Bassi.
Yeah, Bassi.
Kicking the ball out. Exactly the same mistake, both goals. And once they hit it forward, he's keeping everyone on side and bang. Son takes it well, bangs it in the top corner. And on the second one, Son gets it again and just lays Maddison in and he scores it. It was crazy, really. But what I did notice, though, with Tottenham, and this is why, as well as they're doing, you can see that they're not a squad. Because when he rang the changes, old Big Ange, they were poor. They didn't really offer anything after that. He took Maddison off and Son off, and the other guys he brought on, very average. And, they didn't look it. But the thing is, with Fulham, you don't think they're ever going to score. They look like they're not going to score goals. So since losing Mitrovic, mate, they're lacking firepower. And as much as they play all right football here and there, but they got it. I'll say the second half was poor on time. They were good in the first half. Second half, I thought they were pretty average. And I say the squad, they don't have squad depth for me. But they're still up there. He's holding on to the top spot.
Yeah, now they are top on points now rather than goal difference. So they are, outright at the top. I think 23 points, and Man City's got 21. So yeah, this is maybe the first time after a certain amount of games that they are actually clear at the top in regards to points. So yeah, they're still up there. One sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, and undefeated as well. I think it's just them and Arsenal that are the only two unbeaten teams.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're undefeated. And that says a lot, But it says a lot about how the difference between last season and this, and losing Kane. That they're undefeated after that many games. Like I said, when you see that second half, you realise that if someone says if you've got mental Tottenham supporters think they're winning the league, you're not. No, I can see that. And even in his press conference afterwards, when the lady reporters going, "Oh, what amazing this, mate," and he first thing he said is, "No, I weren't happy with that second half. We were poor. We didn't reach the levels we should reach, and the intensities. They dropped off in the second half." And I went, "Well, good on you, Ant, because instead of taking all the praise and saying how great we are, he knew, and what I knew watching it, that weren't very good in the second half.
It's true.
And against a better team, they might have got hurt, you know. And so he recognised that, which that's why he's a good manager, because he don't fucking bullshit anyone about how great we are. Start loving the limelight. He's all about performances and the intensity of a game and how you keep your levels up to the end. So always been a big thing. Like I said, there's a famous thing of him on a training pitch years ago saying, "We don't stop. We stop at half time, we stop at full time, and that's it."
Yeah.
Other than that, all through the game, we don't stop. And that's his belief. And I think there's a few players there, 2-0 up, that were coasting out there, and I don't think he was happy. And there was one little bit with Richarlison. I don't know if you saw that.
What happened?
He tried to showboat a bit. He had a ball bouncing. He was on the sideline, and he decided to turn his back and back it, take it with his back.
He's done that before as well. I didn't see it.
Well, he didn't get this one right. Mate, you see Postecoglou, he had his arms up at the dugout. "What are you fucking doing? What are you doing?" And he was shaking his head. He weren't happy. 3 minutes later, boom.
Hooked him.
He was hooked. He hooked it. Yeah.
See? You learn.
He would see it because the camera went to Postecoglou. He was going bonkers, mate. He weren't happy. 2-0 up, doesn't matter.
Now, let's say, that if you was Ange, I won't say specific players because that's very hard, but what would you feel that you would need in that squad for January in regards to positions? And maybe you could then say, look, I would take him out and put, not put a certain player in, but I'll change that position. So, what would you bring in to Spurs in January? Yeah,
I think they need a good left winger.
Yeah.
And maybe another striker.
So if you bring in a left winger, that's where Son plays.
Yeah, but he hasn't. He weren't really playing left there. He had Richarlison
playing in the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He played him in the middle, And we all believe that Son's done his best work on the left, haven't we?
Yeah.
In the past, but he's playing him more in the middle now. Maybe that's because he doesn't like Richarlison in the middle.
Yeah.
And like Son there, he's in the middle. He scores a goal, gets an assist.
No, he's doing. But what I'm saying, you're saying you would get a left winger and a striker.
Well, the striker, because I think they need more than just Son.
Striker. Yeah,
they need. Son. You got to rotate a bit here and there. Or maybe Son needs rest, or he gets injured. What have you got? That means Richarlison up front, and I don't think he's good enough myself. But I mean, if you add that, you've got cover.
Yes.
Or that left wing. If that left wing is good enough, he can be your substitute striker too. If he's good enough. Richarlison should be that, but I just don't think he is. But I'll say he might turn him around. He might get the best out of him, and that could change things. But if like I said, can you imagine if you brought in Tony right now and said, "Right, I want you up front," then I'd bring Son out to the left.
Yeah.
And or switch it like that. That could be the answer to change it. So, be interesting. Yeah, I think there's probably looking with the changes he made at squad, you know, he's bringing on that Skip and they're good players, but if you want to keep up in that top four, I think you need a bit more. Van der Ven looks good at centre half. Trying to think of that doggy's good, and he's looking all right. Not like brilliant yet, not that great, but I like him. Yeah.
Pedro Porro's looking better under Big Andrew.
Porro's looking, right back, and he but he brought that Emerson Royale on as well, and he's no, he's not.
I think he brought him on because Porro potentially could have got sent off, so I think he changed. I think, did he get? Yeah, I think that was why, to stop him getting a second yellow. I think.
Yeah. Just a couple of places it could strengthen, but they're a good side. So to maintain it, I think he needs a bit more.
So he needs he needs a few windows, Ange, because it's like you said, is the strength and depth and the squad is not there yet, and I don't think you'll change that in January, like in one window.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He might be able to bring one or two in to consolidate for this season, and then build again in the summer to make it a squad. So, I mean, he done that with Celtic. Celtic, he brought in five Japanese players.
Yeah,
and they're still ripping it up for Celtic.
So we'll see. Yeah, like I've said it in previous shows, that I'm interested to see what he does in the transfer window in regards to where he's actually shopping. You understand? Is he going to go and find some more gems, or is he going to go for the obvious names now that he's at Spurs?
He's very fortunate they picked up Maddison. Maddison's, I think he's probably one of the top players in the, on performance in the Premier League this season so far.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's playing out of his skin, mate. He's creating so much. He's superb. Absolutely superb.
Look who's in the house. Big up, Charlie boy.
Oi, oi. Charlie boy. How you doing?
Charlie, we had me, Kieran, and Lawrence, and now Lawrence had to go, and then it's me, us three anyways. Yeah, so I hope you're well. And it would be good, is for us to... we might have to start doing more lives on here, Kieran, I think. Yeah, maybe. I want to get back to the prediction show, which I did want Charlie Boy to be part of. But the live, maybe doing them
do it live. Especially if you're doing it at this time. It's good. It's good for me when I wake up rather than late at night because I'm out of sleep.
I might do that because then, at least we're getting people involved. But Charlie, I hope you're good, man. And we need to get you on. I want to get back to the prediction show. That was actually, I like doing that. But maybe, as a live one. And then for me, it's just less sort of editing. We just it's funny because obviously we're going to be back soon because there's a game tomorrow night, which is, I think it's Spurs, Friday night football.
Yeah, there is a game. Yeah, it's Spurs.
Yeah, it's Spurs. Spurs. Who they playing?
Can't remember.
Let me check. So we'll be back.
I think it's Sheffield United or Luton or something like that.
Oh, is it? Let me just double check. Fixtures. No, they're away to Palace tomorrow.
Oh, right. That could be interesting. Charlie, get involved. Listen, before we come off of air, let's just go through this quickly. I'm gonna, because we're not doing a prediction show. Kieran, just give me a score prediction. Crystal Palace v Spurs. I'm gonna go through the games. Charlie, get in the comments. That could be a tricky one for Spurs.
Yeah.
But I'll give them it 1-0. I'll give a 1-0 win to Spurs.
Right, I'm going to give predictions as well. Right, so CB. Palace v Spurs, correct score. I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I want Charlie to put his score in. Put your score in, Charlie. And then we go to the next fixture. 1 second. But imagine if Spurs do win that though. Gosh, man. CB saying Spurs 3-1. I was going to say that, but I thought, nah, 2-1 away. All right. See, nice one, Charlie. Right, I'm going to give you the next fixture, Charlie. Look, he's running, bloody hell.
Me running shot. Here's a fiddle.
Bringing his step. Right, Charlie said 3-1 Spurs. Now.
I'm going to write it down because I'm going to check it later.
Okay.
When the bit, I'm going to write it down. Spurs, Palace, what did I say? 1-0.
Yeah, you said 1-0.
Okay.
Right. Now, the next game is another London derby, and that's Chelsea at home to Brentford. So once again, CB and CD. What are you saying, Geezer? Oh, can't hear you.
Ooh.
Oh, now I can. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
West London derby.
Yep.
I think Chelsea might keep going. I keep saying that, and then they're shit again. I reckon 3-1 to Chelsea.
3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was thinking 2-2, but I'm not. I'm going to say Chelsea 2-1. I don't know why I was thinking 2-2, but yeah, I think Chelsea at home, they're finding some form. But 2-2 was standing up. I'm going to say 2-1 Chelsea. And CB says 2-0 Chelsea. So we've all gone for Chelsea victory.
All for a Chelsea win.
Yeah. Right. The next game is the two Bs. The two terrible points-wise. Bournemouth v Burnley.
Oh, man. That's hard. Lucky 0-0. Would you pick it's a draw? Isn't it?
I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to go. I'm going 2-2 in this one.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-2. And yeah, what about you, CB? Bournemouth v Burnley. Oops. Oh, he's going 1-1 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Because they're both shit. So
yeah. Because they're shit defensively, yeah,
it could be 3-0. It could be 4-1.
Yeah.
Could be any result, that
guy. Right, next game is Arsenal v Sheffield United. And I'm gonna go with a 3-0 Arsenal.
Oh shit, my eyes. I'm gonna go 4-0.
Arsenal v Sheffield United, CB.
Yeah, gonna go 4. Well, you go 3-0.
I'm going 3-0.
All right.
Let's see what Charlie's saying. What's Charlito saying? He's saying 3-0. Yes, he's saying 3-0 as well.
Okay.
Right. Next game is Wolverhampton Wanderers v Newcastle United. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I tell you, they're doing all right.
Yeah,
Wolves, that's a tough game for Newcastle.
This is a hard one.
That's a tough game.
I'm gonna go 1-0.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah, so Charlie, Wolves v Newcastle. I'm going 1-1. I was surprised that Newcastle lost at home in the Champions League to Dortmund.
Oh, they were unlucky though.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen any of it. Yeah.
Man. The last 5 minutes, they hit the underside of the bar and came down twice.
Oh.
Twice, man. They deserved a point out of it,
Yeah,
Not necessarily win, but yeah, they deserved a point. They were unlucky. Really unlucky.
Right.
I'm going to give Wolves 1, Newcastle 2. I think I might just nick it.
And Charlie says Wolves 2, Newcastle 3.
What do you say? You go for 1-1?
I go 1-1, yeah, for that game.
Yeah, it's a possibility that, you know.
Yeah,
There's a possibility that with Wolves.
Only because it's away as well. I'm thinking if it was at Newcastle, I'd go for them to win. Right. Biggest game of the weekend. West Ham United against Everton.
Fucking hell.
Is it?
After them two performances, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Because I do believe Everton has shown a bit more lately as well. I really do.
And having a key component for us, which is Emerson, missing. He has been key this season for us. He's not there. I'm gonna try and remain positive. I'm gonna say West Ham 2, Everton 1.
Same here.
Yeah,
that's what I was writing as you said it. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not confident with that, but I'm gonna go 2-1.
Look who's in the house. Big up, Stuart's here, Kieran.
G'day, Stuart. You're alive still, son.
How you doing, Stu? Oh, snap. Charlie says Everton to win 2-1.
Everton 2-1. Jesus. Yeah, he must have watched that game this morning as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he's basing that
on. If we played anything like that, it would be, no doubt. You know, that would be. I'll tell you what, the pressure would be on them losing that game.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remain positive. I'm not. The performances. It's not even a result. It's the performances that is worrying.
It is.
Yeah, so Stuart's, they're all sick, innit, in his house. But, yeah, I hope you look good, Stu. Right, what's the next? Right, Aston Villa at home to Luton. This should be a foregone conclusion. I'm going to say Villa, who have now, because they won tonight in the Europa League, away to AZ Alkmaar to beat them 4-1.
Did they?
Yeah. I'm going to say Villa 3, Luton 0.
That's just exactly what I just wrote. 3-0.
Yeah. I'm feeling that. They're definitely going to be hitting some goals. All good, Stu.
That's the Charlie boys on that.
Yeah, wait for Charlie's one. And Stuart, if he wants. No Emerson, we're in trouble. Yep. Because I'm not sure who's going to go there, to play there. That's what me and Geezer was talking about. Yeah, so Villa v Luton, Charlie. And Stu, if you want.
Villa Luton. Yeah, that means God. Yeah, you can't see Villa not winning that, can you? Jesus.
Nah. I think Ollie Watkins will definitely get a goal in that game as well. Yeah, let's wait on what Charlie's saying for this one. And then we've got 3 more games after this. Villa 2-0. And Stuart says Villa 3-1, Watkins with 2 goals. So Stuart's going 3-1 Villa. And Charlie Boy is going 2-0 Villa. Oops, let me get rid of this. Hold on. Right. So the next game is Brighton v Fulham. I'm gonna go 2-0 Brighton.
Right, we're thinking alike now. As soon as it came in, I Brighton 2-0. Again, like Tottenham, I think they'll score a couple and they won't have much chances.
Yeah. So we're going 2-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Stuart says Brighton played well tonight. They beat Ajax 2-0. You know, I don't know if you're aware of this, Kieran, but Ajax are second from bottom in the Eredivisie.
Really? I've got. I heard a while back they'd fallen off the cliff a bit.
And I heard someone just say this today about Lyon. I'm going to check where Lyon are, but I think Lyon are. Let me check this standings. Lyon are bottom of Ligue 1, whatever. After 9 games, they got 3 points.
Wow.
Well, Lyon and Ajax are basically right at the bottom of the league. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right. That's the trouble. That's the trouble with Ajax. Though every year they lose all their players that are any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got to start again.
Right. Stuart says Brighton 3-0 against. Who are they playing again? Fulham. And Charlie Boy says Brighton 3-1. Where's that game? Right. The next game is Liverpool v Nottingham Forest. And I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Baby, I just don't get it.
I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
You enjoy being hurt. I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe the stories. So 2-1, 3-1. What are we saying? Liverpool v Forest. You shall let me love you. Oh. Stuart says this could be a banana skin for Liverpool. 2-2.
Possibly.
Yeah, Forest is one of them. That's why I've given them 1 because I do think they'll score. Oh, and Charlie says 4-0. 4-0 to the Pool. Ooh, we got a spicy one for the last game. The last game is the Manchester Derby. Man United at home to Man City. This is a weird one. I'm going 3-1 City. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 City.
2-0, yeah. For Man United v Man City, Charlie and Stu. Yeah, I think Man United will score. And I think Man City will.
See, that's happened in the past. Even when the City were flying, Man United was short. They got a result against them, you know?
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
That could happen. This could be a tricky game for Man City, being that, that Manchester Derby. So, yeah, anything could happen there, I mean. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a draw or a win either way.
Okay, again, Man United don't tend to lose at home, but 3-1 to City. So Stuart's going 3-1 Man City. And CB.
Yeah, that could be.
That should be.
Yeah, it could be a tricky game. That'd be a tricky game.
Charlie says 2-2.
That's a possibility too. It sure is. All right.
I think, unlike the Man United, you anticipated Arsenal Man City would be a shit game. I think this one has to be a good game because of.
Yeah, it could be. It has been in the past.
Yeah, I think this will be. Well, I'm hoping, but yeah, I reckon this will be actually a much better game than Arsenal v Man City.
We'll see if Maguire keeps his spot and what he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Right, so it's good that we've got Stuart and Charlie here, but like I said, is when we get back to the prediction show, I did want Stuart on there. Obviously, I did want Charlie on there as well. So. I was thinking of maybe getting back to doing that, but just do it as a live show, so then there's no editing needed. We just do it live. Everybody, what do we used to do? We used to do corners, first goal scorer and correct score in it. Yeah, and then at the end we do total cards.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Charlie, I don't know if you can commit to doing something like each week. But yeah, I think definitely has to be live because the editing would just be too much. But yeah, I actually look forward to doing that one. So you two let me know, and Mally was going to jump in as well. So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, we're going to end this obviously, and yeah, I think we'll start doing a couple more lives, maybe 2 lives a week. So yeah, Charlie, let me know. Stuart, I know you'll be up for it once you're better. But yeah, Kieran. Okay, look, so Stuart's free. Yeah, we'll just sort this out. Nice one, Stu. I don't know if you want to wrap this up or whatever.
Yeah. It was a shit weekend. And it culminated us getting slapped again this morning. So Everton, we can't afford to go against Everton at home, and Jesus, that would be disastrous. There'd be a total meltdown in the West Ham fan base if we lose to Everton. Absolute meltdown.
Yeah.
Like, meltdown. Just shows you.
Well,
yeah. So from a good start we've had, we're starting to look like it's bang average now.
Yeah.
It's starting to look bang average. But yeah, there you go. But Everton, I think we need to pull it out the hat and get back to winning ways. We'll see.
Well, we're missing Emerson, but they're also missing Ashley Young because of his red card. But yeah, a win could definitely get us back on track. It's been 2 terrible performances. When we lost to City and Liverpool, we kind of expected that, and the performances wasn't that bad. These last 2 performances have been terrible.
Just the performances have been
the performances. Yeah, so let's hope that they can raise it and put in a good performance and obviously a result against Everton. We'll see, but we'll be back sooner than because we've done this quite late, so it's probably a good thing because we'll be back real soon. But thanks Lawrence, thanks Stuart, thanks Charlie tuning in, and then man, we'll get back busy doing some live shows. I look forward to that actually. But we'll see you lot soon. Ciao.
See you later, lads.
Later.